Hi, this video is brought to you by the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium, PNC Grow Up Great, Children's Services Council of Palm Beach County, and the Institute of Excellence in Early Care and Education. We're going to be walking you through the Pom Pom Chutes activity so that you can try it out with your own early learners. The materials for this are pretty simple. You'll need some cardboard tubes, like gift wrap tubes or toilet paper tubes. You just want some different lengths, different sizes to use. You're going to need some painter's tape or masking tape, something that's not really super sticky that's going to stick to your walls and be hard to get off because you're going to be placing and replacing these tubes a bunch of different times. You're going to need some pom-poms, the little fluffy like cotton ball kind of things, or any other type of small ball like a bouncy ball or something like that. Just make sure that whatever you use is small enough to fit easily through those paper towel tubes or whatever cardboard tubes you're using. You're going to need a small cup or container just to keep all the little pom-poms and small pieces in while you're doing the activity, and then a basket to catch everything in. The idea of this activity is to roll the pom-poms through the tubes, and when they come out the other end, you want them to fall into the basket. Once you have your materials, you'll also need a little bit of space, especially space next to a flat vertical surface like a wall. You're going to make sure that each group has lots of room to do this activity. They're also going to need a good bit of time to try out this activity and experiment with different ways of putting the cardboard tubes together. So a small group time or a center time would be probably the best time during the day to try to do one of these. If you have a small number of students, you can probably get away with pairing them up for this activity. If you need to do a little bit larger groups of 3 to 5 are okay, but the smaller the group you can get, the better. Also, the more tubes that you can have for each group, the better as well. For this setup, it's really easy. You probably just want to build one of these Pom Pom chutes yourself so that the students can see how they're supposed to look. Demonstrate the activity by dropping the pom pom through your cardboard tube so they can see what's expected of them and kind of get excited about the activity. Also, you want to highlight words like experiment and test because this is a really good way to introduce some scientific inquiry into your lessons. This activity aligns with several of the Florida Early Learning and Developmental Standards. You've got mathematical thinking with some measurement and data, and scientific inquiry both in physical science and engineering and technology. You've also got some building blocks of STEAM that will be covered: investigating, problem solving, creativity, forces, energy, tools, number and measurement, and classifying. So this might be what a typical station looks like for this activity. You've got your cardboard tubes. These wouldn't be already against the wall. They'd just be laying out ready to go for your students. You've got some tape at each station for taping the tubes to the wall. You've got their little basket for catching things at the bottom of their cardboard tube run. And then your cup full of all the little pom-poms or whatever rolly bits you're using for your activity. So once you get the tubes on the wall, it's a good idea to encourage them to test each step along the way. So every time they add a new section to their cardboard tube creation, test it and see where that pom-pom is going to end up. So you have a better idea of where to put that next tube, and then you can go through and refine things as you have to. So once they get everything built, they can test it, take their little pom-pom, start it at the top of the tubes, and hopefully it makes it down to the basket at the end. As a teacher going through this activity on your own beforehand, give yourself plenty of time to experiment so you can find out what some of the challenges will be that go along with this activity, so you can give your students the tools they'll need to overcome those challenges, or if you prefer, maybe you can plan it so that those challenges are not even likely to come up. Once you've gone through the basic activity, you can start asking some questions to get some critical thinking going. Are the pom-poms rolling down the cardboard tubes, or are they sliding? What happens when you move the tubes? Why didn't it work the first time? How can you fix it? Why did the pom-poms fall through the tubes in the first place? Some other ways that you can extend that beyond the activity itself is take those tubes, paint them different colors, and then you can turn it into a color sorting activity. You can make a chute above your garbage can for throwing trash or recyclables away if you want to put it over the recycling bin. Or even get into measurement and data with stopwatches and see how long it takes for the pom-pom to get from the start of your cardboard tubes to the basket at the bottom. So there's lots of different ways that you can extend and expand this learning opportunity. And that's it for this activity. Thanks for watching. Good luck and have fun making your own pom-pom chutes.